if we go through the processes of the mobility factory, we've got a staff complement of 28 people. And out of the 28, 17 of them are working in the factory, 11 is on site as part of the outdoor installation team. Currently, we're producing the Seekers interlocking, which is your stations. And with the stations, you have your signal LED lights, you've got your axle counters, we do cable assembly. We would then get a book of circuits from the design office. They will issue us with a book of circuits for station specific, and we will build according to that station. We have a team of wiremen that will work on the stations, and then we've got a separate team that work on the axle counters and on the LED units. Okay, so from a local content point of view, our ECC equipment and our ACM 200, that comes from Germany, and that is specifically to your station. We've got about 60% local, and the 40% is your external, which is from Germany. From the 60%, we have 4 major suppliers that supplies us with materials into the factory. We have other suppliers, and that is mainly on your racks, like your AZPS racks, they are standard. And then on our LED units, we've got another 3 suppliers that supplies us with materials. So I would say localization, we've got 60%. So if we include the labor portion into the localization, I would say we take it to 70% because we only deploy local people and not delegates into the factory to support us. We get our ECC cabinets from Germany. Our local cabinets we get from local suppliers. We would then take the cabinets that we buy locally, we will populate it mechanically, and then we do the termination of the cabinets itself, the wiring and the assemblies. That is what the wiremen do. Once the cabinet is completed, we then put it on the jig, where we terminate the ECC equipment, the PS equipment, which is your power supply, and your AZPS equipment. So normally, for me to be ahead, I would populate and build the station to about 75%. The 25% I will complete once I receive the book of circuits from the design office. Every design is station specific. So once we have completed the termination of the racks, it then moves over to a test facility, which is in the factory, where we have a test team that will do the buzz and wire count and will test the functionality and also do the power up. We also do quality checks to be more efficient in the way we do things so that we never stop the project in any way. We would always work ahead. So I would build cabinets. If I don't have a book of circuits, I will build cabinets ahead in anticipation of the next book of circuits. And that is how we continue to support the project, just so that we don't stop in any way the execution of any of the projects. Because we also have challenges where we sometimes have to reassign a station, another station, because of challenges we have on site. That gives them the flexibility then to call another station. So if we have a rollout on the west and they have challenges on the west, we can always move to the east. What we also have is a relationship with the client, but also external people that has come to us for requests on training or just giving people work experience. So we've built this relationship with PRASA, and they would bring in trainees from their institute, and they come to the factory. So we would then put them through the entire process. We keep them, we put a schedule together on when they move to the next stage in the process. So to date, we have trained over 20 people. And we currently have 7 senior guys in the factory that is currently training on the process, because they will be deployed as PRASA technicians in the field. So they will go through the entire process, and we have our own staff that will train them because they are fully trained. So we make sure that before they walk away from here, they are equipped with every technique of building and completing and doing fault finding.